BEECK Mineral Paints Concrete Stone Glaze. The product is a paint-like substance. This is a sample of the glaze. You take this product that you color match to whatever surface you're going to stain or coat, and then you can thin this product with a combination of base V and water. You mix these two products together at a 1-to-1 ratio that gives you a mixture like this. You then combine those in a separate cup. For smaller projects, it's easy to calculate your ratios with a measuring cup that has ratios on the side, or you can use a disposable syringe. For this application, I'm going to use a syringe because I only need a small quantity of product. We're going to mix a ratio of 1 to 9. That means there is 1 part of the glaze to 9 parts of the thinner. So it's going to be a very translucent application. And we pull in the glaze. Our 1 part of glaze. And we mix this together. I'm going to mix it just using a small artist brush. It has a little bit of body. It's not like water. It's sort of in between the consistency of a little bit thinner than maybe thinned paint. When you apply this, you want to apply it like a stain, so it's not going to be, you're not building a layer thickness. It's also key to, for the application, to use a good quality brush. You want something that's full of the bristles. A natural bristle brush works really good. Smaller areas you can use artist brushes. Larger areas you can use large glazing brushes, or you can use a good quality paintbrush. You can also apply the stain using natural sponges for different decorative appearances. For this application, we have a stone that has a stain in it. We're going to show how you can hide this stain with the glaze. You start with the stain. It's mixed up. It takes very little stain. I've just dipped the corner of the paintbrush in there, and we'll apply that on the stone. All you want to do is wet the surface and then brush it out. You're not trying to build a layer thickness like I said before. All you're trying to do is get a nice even coat across the surface. When the stain is wet, like it is right now, it's very transparent almost. You can't hardly tell what was applied. You have to let it dry before you can actually see the result. That process takes about 2 to 3 hours depending on the drying conditions before you can actually see the results. You can apply as many layers as you want. By changing the dilution or thinning ratio, you can increase the amount of pigments you're putting on here and increase the opacity of the coating itself. And in some cases, if you have a very dark area like we see here, that's going to require a lot of almost an opaque coating in order to hide this, you can actually use the stain at 100%, but you use very little. You get very little of the product on your brush, and you can apply that right on that area. And it will add more hiding power to that area. And then you even it out. So we're going to let this dry, and then we'll come back in a little bit and see the finished result.